earth believed to be around this, divided into two equal parts by the sea, which is Mediterranean, or known as a Black Sea. Oxin or Ixin is the unfriendly sea, and Euxin or Oxin is the friendly sea. Now let's proceed to how mankind were created. Last, we have discussed about how the world were created from chaos, earth and heaven, the monster which are Cyclops, the 50-headed um, creatures, giants, and giants, and other creatures. So that's how the world were created, along with those mentioned, the the characters or the creatures. Now let's proceed to the creation of humankind or mankind. There are three stories of the creation of mankind. Let's first proceed to Prometheus and Epimetheus. The Titans who had sided won Zeus in War of Titans, right? So Prometheus, whose name means forethought, was a very wise, or a wiser even than a god. But Prometheus or Prometheus is the forethought, and Epimetheus is afterthought. Epimetheus was a scattered brain person. In this case, before making a man, he gave all the best gifts to animals, their strength, swiftness, courage, shrewd, cunning, fur pala rather, and feathers, and wings, shells, and like until no god has left for man. So he was sorry and asked for his brother. So Prometheus, while Epimetheus is he gave all the gifts to the animals, while Prometheus then took over the task of creation and thought out a way to make humankind superior. So he fashioned them in a nobler shape than the animals. So Epimetheus gave best gift to the animals, while the Prometheus, he was tasked to shape um, fashion them in a nobler shape than the animals. Um, so after, like the gods, they went to heaven to Sam, where he lit a torch and brought down fire, a protection to men for a better than anything else, whether for a feathers or strength or sweetness. So it's those are the stories of um, in the three stories of creation of man. First, we have the Epimetheus and Prometheus story. So next is said to be the gods create themselves. So according to the stories, the gods themselves created men rather. They made first of a golden race. So there are five races. So the first race is the golden race. The second race is the silver race. Silver race was very inferior to the first. They had so little intelligence that they could not keep enduring each other. The next race was a brass race. They were terrible men and immensely strong and such lovers of war and violence. So in the third race is the brass race. They embodied a very strong and a lover of war and also a violence. So that they were completely destroyed their own hands. So in the brass race, they're more likely, to put blood on their hands. So on the fourth race, followed by splendid race, all godlike heroes. So the fourth race is the splendid race, or the heroic, heroic race, or of godlike heroes who fought glorious wars. The fifth, the fourth race is on the third race, the brass race. They embodied lovers of war, violence. While the fourth race, they most likely fought for a war or fight for a war. So the fifth race, which now upon the earth, which is the iron race. They live in evil times, and their nature too has much of evil. Sons are always inferior to their fathers. So in the fifth race, it says that the son is more likely inferior to their fathers. So the third, the first story is the Prometheus and Epimetheus. The second story is the five races. So the third story was the last story was the flood, the flood and the stone people, or the Zeus flood. Zeus, displeased with the humanity's wickedness, he sends a great flood to destroy it. Only two moral beings survived, Deucalion and Pyrrha. Deucalion is a son of Prometheus, while Pyrrha was a daughter of Epimetheus and Pandora. So, the repopulation of Earth after the flood, Deucalion and Pyrrha repopulated the earth by throwing stones behind them, which transform into people. These stones become the first ancestors of the human now inhabiting the earth. So basically, the stones were the first ancestors who become the humans which inhabiting the earth. So earlier, I have mentioned Pandora, the creation of woman. So Zeus created Pandora, the first woman, as a punishment of mankind. She was given a gift from all gods, including beauty and curiosity. She was given a gift of beauty and curiosity. She embodied beauty and curiosity. So we have here the box of evil. So Pandora was given a box. Ang box na to is secret siya, which syempre, she embodied curiosity, right? So, curious si Pandora kung ano ang laman ng box. So, she tend to open it. While opening it, lumabas lahat ng spirits, which is, yun na nga yung mga evils. That's why, now, the earth was inhabited by all the evil creatures and also the gods. So, those are the story of how the mankind were created from Epimetheus and Prometheus, from the five races, which are gold, silver, brass, splendid, and iron, and from the stone people and the flood of Zeus, and from Pandora. So those are the information of the chapter 3, entitled How the World and Mankind Were Created. Thank you for watching.